So same thing, right? I'm going to move that up here. Okay, next one. Y equals 2x plus 1. Take your x, multiply it by 2, and then add 1. So take your x. What's negative 2 times 2? It's negative 4. Plus 1, negative 3. But I'll go ahead and do the work. Negative 2 times oh, my bad. I wrote my equation wrong, guys. Okay. 2 parentheses plus 1. Negative 2 goes inside because I'm doing this problem again. So y equals 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Do the math. You have more negatives, so the answer is going to be negative. So 4 minus 1 is 3. See, I got the same answer. So once you see the pattern, you could just do the work in your mind or in your head. But it's better to do it all out, guys. So y equals, that's a really thick marker. Y equals, I don't even know what that is, guys. Yeah, that's still too thick. All right. Y equals 2 parentheses plus 1, because I'm going to substitute 0. So y equals 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. Y equals 1. So that's 1. Next one, you're going to substitute 1. So y equals 2 times 1 plus 1. Y equals 2 plus 1. Y is 3. Okay, next one. I just want to make sure it's nice and neat. Okay, last one, I'm going to substitute for a 2. So y equals 2 times 2 plus 1. Y equals 4 plus 1. Y is 5. So we're doing the same thing, guys. And now we got to go plot and graph. So here we go. When x is negative 3, y is negative 5. There's your first point. When x is negative 2, y is negative 3, negative 2, negative 3. Plotting points. When x is 0, y is 1. When x is 1, y is 3. Take your taxi to 2, up 5. And then you connect your points. Okay? So we're doing the exact same thing. Exact same thing. If you want, you can do it in your mind, right? Take your x, add 5. Take your x, add 5. So negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. Okay? If you want to do the equation every time, you can. Next one, take negative 5 and add what? 5. 0. Okay, can you guys figure out the next 3? All right, I'll do number 3 for you. Okay, I'll do number 3 for you. Same thing. You're going to substitute. So, y equals 4 minus 8x. Y equals 4 minus 8, and you're going to substitute for x. What's your first x? Negative 3. So you're going to put a negative 3 in here. Go ahead and do the math. 4 minus, what's a negative times a negative? A positive 24. Y equals 28. So when, wow, what did I put a 3? There you go. When x is negative 3, y is 28. Okay, next one. Okay, what's your next x that you're going to substitute? So remember, you're just changing this right here, right? So instead of -3, what is it going to be? It's going to be -2, right? And then you can just redo all this work. Okay, so now bring down your math. 4. What's a -8 times a -2? A positive 16. And then 4 plus 16 is 20. Yes? Okay. Again, next one, what are you substituting? -1, yeah? Your x is -1. I'll go ahead and start a new one. Y equals, rewrite the equation, 4 minus 8. And then what are you substituting again for x? -1. Y is, bring down your 4. You're not doing an operation yet. What is -8 times -1? Positive 8. Y equals 12. Okay? So go over here. So when it's negative, oh, we didn't do the other one. -2, go to 20. -1, go to 12. Okay. All right, next one. Y equals 4 minus 8. And then what goes in for x? What's our next substitute? I haven't used that color. So 0. So we're going to plug in a 0. So now y equals 4 minus, what's 8? -8 times 0? 0. So what? Okay, so this equals, that's nothing, right? 4. And then lastly, last one, we're substituting for a 1. So then here we go. Y equals 4 minus 8, parentheses. What are we plugging in for x? 1. Y equals 4 minus, what's -8 times 1? 8. Careful here. Yeah, 4 minus 8. Can you do that? Can you take away 8 from 4? No. So do it the other way. What's 8 minus 4? 4. But there's more negatives. So -4. Okay, we're behind on graphing here. So negative, okay, we're there. 0, it's 4. 1, -4. See, there we go. And look, guys, we can actually see the slope. We can actually see the slope, the rise and the run. Rise 2, run 1. Or left 1, up 2. Left 1, up 2. Left 1, up 2. Left 1, up 2. So left 1, up 2. So your rise is 2, left 1, right? So that would be your slope, right? Rise 2 or go down 2 to the right 1. Go down 2 to the right 1. Same thing. All right. All right, here we go. I did 1, 2, 3 for you. I guess I'll do this one for you. Number 7. Okay. Same thing. What are you substituting for? Be careful, you have negatives. Be careful with your negatives. So here we go. I'm going to show the work. Y equals, is the same thing as y. Same thing, just means function. So y equals -4. Can I write over here? Oh, I can. Okay, let's go ahead and do our work over there. Y equals -4 minus, and then aren't we substituting for x, right? So then what's our x? -3. So what goes in here? -3. Be careful. Y equals, it's just -4. You can't do anything to it yet. What's a negative times a negative? Look at that. It's a positive. This is multiplication. And then, because there's a 1 here, right? What's a -1 times -3? Positive 3. So y equals, you have -4 plus 3, -1. Okay, go ahead and do the next one. Okay? So you should have gotten y equals -4 minus parentheses. What goes in? -2. Y equals, you can't do anything yet, right? So bring this down. Negative times a negative is a +2. Y equals, do you have more negatives or more positives? Negatives. What's 4 minus 2? 2. Okay. Next one. All right. All right, guys, I think you guys get this now. Okay, y equals -4 minus parentheses. What goes in? Put a -1. So y equals -4. Bring that down because you can't subtract anything yet. And then a negative turns into a +1. Y equals -3. Okay. I'm going to do this one now. I'll do it here. Y equals -4 minus parentheses 0. Y equals -4. What's a negative times 0? +0. Or I'm sorry, -0. So y equals -4. Okay.